Self-growth is something that would challenge you to become the better version of yourself. Self-growth isn't always easy. It isn't at all. Sometimes it could feel lonely. Not it could feel, it is lonely, because you're going to find yourself shedding things that were not part of you, that were not supposed to be used to you. So let's say if you're a person who's been used to going out a lot, hanging around people, going to clubs, lounge, chilling with a bunch of couple people, and you're just everywhere, chaotic, no path, not driven. Once you start the self growth journey, it will feel boring as well. And also you're going to discover that you've been running on a pattern without even knowing it. So this is an example. Imagine you're not going to go to club, you're not going to go out with friends, you're not going to make different calls. Rather, you're going to create a routine for yourself: reading a book, making videos, scheduling things, taking new classes, learning how to cook, clean, wash, prioritizing yourself. These things can get lonely because after you're done, what else do you do? So let me paint this scenario. You wake up early in the morning, you do your normal push-up, then you read your book, you go to work, you come back, and then you read a book again, or you think about what you have been wanting to do and creating a well-detailed plan on how you're going to perform that task or finish it. That is how it's going to be. But before, you literally have nothing to do. You're literally everywhere. And after you're done doing your task, literally, you will find out that you have way more time in your hand before than ever. So that empty space and empty time that you have, that is when the demon comes in. So imagine the normal regular you're everywhere, no time, no delay, no pause, no time for you to relax and calm down. Now that you're working on yourself, you're gonna have a lot of plenty times in your hand. Let's say 7 o'clock I'm up, 1 to 2 p.m. in the afternoon I'm done. So 2 p.m. till 10, I have a lot of spare time. What do I do? Now this is where it all kicks in. This is where you're gonna have your negative emotion coming in. This is also where you're going to feel like you need to go back to your old patterns. You need to, go out with friends. Even if you promise yourself for a couple of days you're not going to do it. It's not easy. It is definitely hard. And sometimes you would break and go out and do that thing and feel really bad about yourself when you get back, and then you promise yourself not to do it again, and then you find yourself doing it again. The path of becoming the better version of yourself or growth, it is not easy. But one thing I want to make you be aware is, once you become aware of when you make mistake, then you can be able to work on it better. Let's say I told myself I wouldn't go to the bar, I wouldn't take alcohol this week, and Monday passed, Thursday, and I said I would take alcohol on Sunday. Thursday, then the urge starts coming in for me to want to take alcohol. Let's say I took alcohol. I feel bad that I made mistake. I'll feel bad that I didn't keep myself. But don't be too much hard on yourself, because you're human. Your spirit in a human body experience this transformation, and the body is actually quite weak, but the soul and the spirit is strong. That is why it is good for you to be disciplined. If you're disciplined enough, then yes, you will find yourself doing the things that you want to do and becoming more empathic and more easier on yourself. So guess what? There's a catch. You becoming the better version of yourself is not something you're going to do overnight, or 4 years, 5, 60 years. You have 40 years to do with it. But once you start getting to like 10 years, 15 years, you will find yourself letting go of the part of you that was never meant to take you to where you're supposed to be. And those things will really die off initially. So you don't need to worry about anything. All you need to do is, as long as you set a boundary for yourself, then you break it. Be aware of when you break it and try as much as possible to fix it back and get back on your path. Like I said, it's not easy, but it is worth it, because it will bring you a sense of joy and self, because you do not need to be everywhere. You need a little bit of restraint. You need it. Yes, you need it.